Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great day. Well, here we go. So the Cowboys, it's being reported, could use the franchise tag on Osa and Odighizuwa if no deal is reached by Tuesday. Here's what we've got. The franchise tag for interior defensive linemen is around $24 million. We've been hearing of a deal somewhere between 21 and 22. And we haven't used the franchise tag since Tony Pollard in 23. Now, this could give you a couple of things. One, it could give you more time to get a longer-term deal because you've got basically until July 15th to get the deal done, which keeps anybody else from being able to get him and keeps him from being able to be a free agent. However, it ends up being a hard number. So when we say it's $24 million, it's $24 million for 1 year. Now, the Cowboys have probably used a franchise tag on more players than anybody else. We used it on Dalton Schultz. We used it on Tony Pollard. We used it on Dak. We used it on DeMarcus Lawrence. See, this is part of the problem with the Cowboys is there's never a sense of urgency to get things done in a timely fashion. The franchise tag, it doesn't tie you up for a long length of time, but it ties up all your money. And that's one of the things that the Cowboys have done over and over and over again with players is they just don't or can't seem to get their deals done. It makes no rhyme or reason, and it literally shows that the Cowboys don't know what they're doing when it comes to their players. They just don't. And for the player, the player doesn't like to play on a franchise tag because if they get injured, I mean, granted, they're going to get a big chunk of money. They're gambling on themselves. If they get injured and career-ending injury, well, thanks a lot. We appreciate you. There's no job security whatsoever with it. And so, not happy about this one. I had hoped that they would go ahead and have this thing done, but they have until Tuesday to put the franchise tag on them. The Dallas Cowboys and the franchise tag seem to be synonymous. From 2018 to 2023, the team used the tag every year. Last season, they did not feel any free agents were worth that guaranteed money, and the questions about whether using the franchise tag is a sound financial practice for NFL teams. But it can ensure a player does not sign with another team and extend contract negotiations. ESPN says Dallas hopes to sign free agent Osa and Odighizuwa, but could use the franchise tag if they do not reach an agreement by Tuesday at 4 o'clock, the deadline for a team to use the franchise tag on a player. The Cowboys have done enough work on Osa's extension that I wouldn't be surprised to see them use the tag on him if a deal isn't completed by Tuesday at 4 p.m., just to give them a little more time to complete the deal. They're also hopeful of bringing back free agents Jordan Lewis, and they haven't totally ruled out DeMarcus Lawrence's return. However, regardless of how the stakes are out, Dallas will be looking to get younger up front on the defense. The good news is the deal sounds like it is at the goal lines regarding re-signing Osa Odighizuwa as a central part of Brian Schottenheimer's era in Dallas. The bad news, if the team cannot find common ground with Osa Odighizuwa and his representation, they might be unable to retain the other key free agents if the money is not figured out. David Cantor, an agent representing DeMarcus Lawrence, Rico Dowdle, Jordan Lewis, and Chauncey Golston, met with the Cowboys on Friday at the Combine. No contract offers were reportedly extended to any players, which could signal they are still trying to hammer out the deal with Osa Odighizuwa's contract. Matt Eberflus comes from Ron Martinelli. Okay, anyway, we can go from there. See, here's the thing. If the Cowboys can get the long-term deal done, as opposed to $24 million having to be allotted for the franchise tag, it may end up being that it's $7 or $8 million for the first year. There's a big difference of money when you talk about having, an extra $15-16 million of space that's not tied up on one player. This is where I just go crazy with the Cowboys that they always wait till the last minute to do anything. Honestly, had they gotten this deal done last year, it would have cost them a lot less money. And the same thing with Micah Parsons. If and when they get this thing done, they need to be working on Deron Bland and Tyler Smith's contracts to get them out of the way this year. Don't wait. Get these things done. All righty, good people. I'm getting ready for our live stream, and this stinks. Man. Just can't get right.